But the devil are we? I'm Matt, and welcome back to One Brit's Point of View. We've got some more Duke's Top 5. I love these things. They're genius. This time, it's 5 things caught on camera. No, that could mean anything. UFOs, weirdos, it could be weird creatures, could be Bigfoot, for all you know, could be more ghosts. Who knows? Let's go and take a look.
Five scary things caught on camera. Relentless. A Union County, North Carolina family has had repeated problems with a young man stalking their 20-year-old daughter. The family has had the accused stalker, Logan Yorsenai, arrested 3 times. But he still keeps showing up at their house and leaving strange gifts.
I've got a daughter, and I sympathise. But I think if this guy is like following around 3 times, it's like, I'm sorry, but I'd have words with him and going, there's not going to be a 4th time, if you know what I mean.
The girl's father says that Yorsenai went to high school with his daughter, but the two barely even know each other.
Never were friends, never were acquaintances.
In this particular incident, caught on camera, Yorsenai paces around the family's front porch for over 3 hours while they sleep. He is completely aware of the family's security camera. In fact, during the 3-hour creep session, he occasionally talks to the camera, spouting random nonsense.
The best moments are not captured on camera or pictures or anything like that. My name is Logan Anthony Yorsenai.
What a weirdo. I mean, I'd be hyper vigilant. I know this is probably a few years ago now. Ring cameras can like notify you when someone's like motion is detected and stuff. So maybe the cameras didn't have that capability, but yeah, I mean, obviously you tell the police, wouldn't you, and report it to the police, but at the same time, I'd be armed because I wouldn't want a freak like this anywhere near my daughter, to be honest.
Yorsenai was finally arrested and sentenced to 5 years probation. He was also issued an order of no contact with the victim or her family. If he violates his probation, he will be sentenced to 8 years in prison.
The problem is, people like that got screw loose. It wouldn't necessarily mean that they'd stop either.
Backyard nightmare. Lisa McKenzie from Bridge End Wells began to notice strange things around the outside of her home. There were odd scratches on her back door, and she found a wire that had been bent into the shape of a hook. Lisa decided to set up a CCTV system to monitor her backyard. A few weeks later, she noticed that the gate to her back garden was open. At first, she simply dismissed it, thinking that the gate had probably been left open by one of her 2 children.
Oh, no. The first thing I always do, like if it was sunny the other day, or the other week, so I go out in the back garden, but the first thing I always do is I go out with her, and then I check the back gate is locked and bolted, and then I stay out there. Yeah, because this day and age, you just can't trust anybody.
But just to be safe, she decided to check the CCTV footage. She wasn't prepared for the shocking video.
I mean, oh, God almighty. That would freak me out. That would freak me out because it's an invasion of your privacy, but at the same time, it's like, what is the intentions? This guy just on the rob. They're just there to rob, but then it's like he's looking for a way in. So it's not like stealing tools out of a shed or something. That guy looks like he's purposely trying to get in.
While Lisa and her 2 children had been sleeping upstairs, a man in a raincoat and gloves had been peeking through their windows with a flashlight, trying to force his way inside the back door of the home. Luckily, the man eventually gives up and leaves. Lisa McKenzie told the local news station, quote, "I was sick. I was shaking uncontrollably after watching the video." The creepy failed intruder has never been caught.
Could be one of your neighbours. First thing I'd always think, is it one of the neighbours? And then you're talking to them and you're going, could it be this guy? You never know who people truly are, but...
Naked Reagan. On New Year's Eve, Danielle Yancey and her husband had a very unexpected visitor. A naked man wearing only a Ronald Reagan mask and a sock. And let's just say that the sock wasn't on his foot.
It's obviously a bet. This seems to me like he's a college kid or something, and he's lost a bet. Because the way he keeps looking over, it's almost like looking over to where his mates maybe are. It's like, go on, you've lost a bet, you've got to go and do this. What time is it? 10 to 11 at night. So they're all probably pissed up. And he's had a bet. What do you reckon? I can't see this being some sort of weird sexual predator, because why would you put a sock on your cock? Don't think of sock on your cock. Why would you put a sock on your cock and a Reagan mask on? Reagan mask maybe if you want to keep your identity hidden, but if you're a sexual deviant, you won't worry about having your cock flashing about, would you? So this screams to me as a prank. Hold on. Is that American digit? So is that 31st of December 2015? It must be fucking freezing. Depends where he is though, because if that's Florida, it's probably not cold, is it?
The man opens the gate to their porch and then skulks around outside, peering through windows. Danielle Yancey, who was one of the stars of the Bravo reality TV series Jersey Belle, says that the man was scared away when her husband spotted him through the window. After the video went viral, Yancey posted to Facebook that the young man came back to her house to apologize, saying that it was just a drunken dare from his friends and that he had no sinister motives.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that, to be honest. But fair play to him, because I think he was sober enough to know, actually, this could sort of really impact a family. Like, you'd be scared, is somebody going to try to attack me? Can I even put the bins out at night because someone's going to be skulking around? So the fact he went round and went, look, it was me on camera, I'm sorry, it was a prank, I was a bit of a dickhead. Put a mind at ease.
Water creeper. One morning, San Diego, California resident Tina Gagne found an empty bottle of poisonous plant fertilizer on her family's front porch. She checked her Ring doorbell camera and was shocked by what she found. The surveillance video showed a man walking onto their porch in the dark of night, just outside their door. The Gagnes said that they didn't know the man and had never even seen him before. He proceeds to open the water bottle on their front porch and pour poisonous plant fertilizer inside.
Jesus Christ. You've got weirdos out there trying to poison people for no reason whatsoever. I mean, I wonder how many people have been, like, really sick through no reason that they can really fathom, because this guy's out there poisoning the water supplies. I mean, was he just trying to kill the plants? I'm assuming that water bottle is not something they would drink out of. They would use it to...
Tina Gagne says she called police, but surprisingly, she was told by a dispatcher that they wouldn't even be sending an officer out to investigate the incident since nothing was stolen.
That's what you're paying your tax dollars for. Yeah, it's alright. Some guys try to poison us. Did he steal anything? No. Well, nothing we're going to do then.
So,
And this is why people get away with stuff nowadays, because Police won't bother showing up. Unless you say hurty words on the internet, then maybe they'll 6 or 7 of them will show up.
Kanye posted the video to Facebook, where it immediately went viral.
Actually, not even hurty words, just words they don't like because, you know, whatever reason they want to come up with these days.
The incident got national media attention.
A family in Rolando Village makes a troubling discovery on their security camera.
What they saw a man doing to the water bottle left on their porch not only angered them, it was downright scary.
Well, San Diego police detectives want answers, and what we now...
Oh, the police detectives want answers now. Now it's been on the media, but they couldn't be asked before.
now know is a felony poisoning case.
The back of the bottle says that even getting it on your hands can cause skin irritation. So I can only imagine what would happen if we drank it.
Suddenly, the San Diego police were much more interested in the case.
Yeah, not surprised.
They began an investigation, and the man in the video is currently being sought after by detectives on a charge of, quote, felony poisoning. Stalker casual.
I thought it was a casual stalker.
A man dressed in a t-shirt, shorts, and a baseball cap was seen stalking around a family home in Brisbane, Australia. The family decided to install a camera to capture the night creeper in the act. Weeks later, they finally caught the stalker on tape.
Strafe, stand the crows. I can't do an Australian accent. I've lived in Melbourne for 4 months. The only thing I learnt was the word pommy and bastard. I think that's how they felt about the English over there. Why is he walking like an alien would walk if it was trying to be human?
In the video, the man can be seen walking up to the home and then crawling along the ground to peer into the window of a female resident. The unedited video goes on for over 20 minutes as the man prowls around outside the home. At one point, the creepy stalker can be seen running over to hide behind a truck as a car passes on the road.
It'd be funny if the car had pulled in, because it was his house. I mean, I'm not being funny, but that is the least fucking stealth I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I'm going to go and stalk a house, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to wear light coloured clothing. I'm assuming that clothing is not black, even though night vision can pick up different colours.
He then returns to the window before making an exit.
He's wearing like fucking flip-flops or something.
He almost seems to be awkwardly tiptoeing away from the scene.
Tiptoe among the tulips, among the tulips.
The stalker has still never been caught.
Looks like George Michael. Not saying it's George Michael. Fuck, damn you. Yeah, some good ones there. The guy at the end, though, that's the worst stalker I've ever seen in my life. Right, so I'm going to wear shorts, a light t-shirt, and what look like a cap, but maybe not a cap. And I'm going to start walking like a weird Bigfoot trying to be human. And then I'm going to sort of crawl around on all fours, hide behind the truck, and then I'm just going to disappear. Yeah, bizarre to be honest. The guy though poisoning water, what a fucking weirdo. If I'm the police, I'd be going looking at all cases of poisoning in like a 50-mile radius, because chances are you're going to find someone who's probably had severe poisoning. But then again, there might be people who've been severely ill but have not realised why, and it's because some guy's out there poisoning their water supply. No, that's weird. People, I tell you, if you don't have Ring cameras, get Ring cameras. Not kidding, get cameras, because there could be a deterrent more than anything else. I've got a car on the front and a Ring camera on the front drive, and both, obviously, because I drive a Tesla. I know that's not popular for quite a few folks who don't like Senior Musk. But I do. We don't do politics that much about all that stuff in England. I bought it because petrol and diesel prices were killing me. And given what's going on in Iran at the moment and the Strait of Hormuz, then that's, yeah, I'm glad I've bought an electric. But it's got cameras all over it. So I always make sure that sentry mode's switched on, because you never know when you're going to get an alert and you think, I've caught someone very strange on camera here. So get cameras, folks. Make sure you get cameras. Protect yourselves and your families. Anyway, let me know what you think of this one. You take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.